You were saying, madam. I came to ask you, my friend, said the Baroness, what will be done with this impostor? Impostor, repeated Villefort, certainly, madam, you appear to extenuate some cases, and exaggerate others. Impostor, indeed. M. Andrea Cavalcanti, or rather M. Benedetto, is nothing more nor less than an assassin. Sir, I do not deny the justice of your correction, but the more severely you arm yourself against that unfortunate man, the more deeply will you strike our family. Come, forget him for a moment, and instead of pursuing him let him go. You are too late, madam, the orders are issued. Well, should he be arrested, do they think they will arrest him? I hope so. If they should arrest him, I know that sometimes prisoners afford means of escape. Will you leave him in prison? The procureur shook his head. At least keep him there till my daughter be married. Impossible, madam. Justice has its formalities. What, even for me? Said the Baroness, half jesting, half in earnest. For all, even for myself among the rest, replied Villefort. Ah! Exclaimed the Baroness, without expressing the ideas which the exclamation betrayed. Villefort looked at her with that piercing glance which reads the secrets of the heart. Yes, I know what you mean, he said. You refer to the terrible rumors spread abroad in the world, that the deaths which have kept me in mourning for the last 3 months, and from which Valentine has only escaped by a miracle, have not happened by natural means. I was not thinking of that, replied Madame Danglars quickly. Yes, you were thinking of it, and with justice. You could not help thinking of it, and saying to yourself, you, who pursue crimes so vindictively, answer now, why are there unpunished crimes in your dwelling? The Baroness became pale. You were saying this, were you not? Well, I own it. I will answer you. Villefort drew his armchair nearer to Madame Danglars, then resting both hands upon his desk he said in a voice more hollow than usual. There are crimes which remain unpunished because the criminals are unknown, and we might strike the innocent instead of the guilty, but when the culprits are discovered, Villefort here extended his hand toward a large crucifix placed opposite to his desk, when they are discovered, I swear to you, by all I hold most sacred, that whoever they may be they shall die. Now, after the oath I have just taken, and which I will keep, madam, dare you ask for mercy for that wretch? But, sir, are you sure he is as guilty as they say? Listen, this is his description: Benedetto, condemned, at the age of 16, for 5 years to the galleys for forgery. He promised well, as you see, first a runaway, then an assassin. And who is this wretch? Who can tell? A vagabond, a Corsican. Has no one owned him? No one. His parents are unknown. But who was the man who brought him from Lucca? Another rascal like himself, perhaps his accomplice. The Baroness clasped her hands. Via for, she exclaimed in her softest and most captivating manner. For heaven's sake, madam, said Via for, with a firmness of expression not altogether free from harshness, for heaven's sake, do not ask pardon of me for a guilty wretch. What am I? The law. Has the law any eyes to witness your grief? Has the law ears to be melted by your sweet voice? Has the law a memory for all those soft recollections you endeavor to recall? No, madam, the law has commanded, and when it commands it strikes. You will tell me that I am a living being, and not a cote man, and not a volume. Look at me, madam, look around me. Have mankind treated me as a brother? Have they loved me? Have they spared me? Has any one shown the mercy towards me that you now ask at my hands? No, madam, they struck me, always struck me. Woman, siren that you are, do you persist in fixing on me that fascinating eye, which reminds me that I ought to blush? Well, be it so, let me blush for the faults you know, and perhaps for even more than those. But having sinned myself, it may be more deeply than others, I never rest till I have torn the disguises from my fellow creatures, and found out their weaknesses. I have always found them, and more, I repeat it with joy, with triumph, I have always found some proof of human perversity or error. Every criminal I condemn seems to me living evidence that I am not a hideous exception to the rest. Alas, 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 all the world is wicked, let us therefore strike at wickedness. Villefort pronounced these last words with a feverish rage, which gave a ferocious eloquence to his words. But said Madame Danglars, resolving to make a last effort, this young man, though a murderer, is an orphan, abandoned by everybody. So much the worse, or rather, so much the better, it has been so ordained that he may have none to weep his fate. But this is trampling on the weak, sir. The weakness of a murderer. His dishonor reflects upon us. Is not death in my house? Oh, sir, exclaimed the Baroness, you are without pity for others. Well, then, I tell you they will have no mercy on you.